one.
How you doing, guys? It's your boy Nando, Pound for Pound Boxing Show, proudly sponsored by Bravose. I'm delighted to be joined by the Trojan himself, Troy Williamson. How you doing, Troy?
Yeah, mate, good. Just got back in from sparring, so enjoying a coffee, and then I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping.
Brilliant, brilliant. I think I speak for most boxing fans when I say we are excited for December 2nd, you against Caoimhín Agyarko. I think it's a fight that for a while has been building up on Twitter, that you guys were friendly, you know, kind of like hinting at this fight. And then all of a sudden, the last couple of months went 0 to 100 real quick and became a bit, I wouldn't say nasty, but it became more like personal in the sense of you guys wanting to fight each other. You push for it. You never back down from a fight. So how did this fight get made?
Well, I just heard on an interview Eddiehearn saying that he'd like the fight. That's basically all it was. Obviously, I wanted to get back out, and I wanted to get back out in a tasty fight, in a big fight. So I pushed for it, and obviously I said, okay, well, if you want the fight, let's make it happen. It's all easy on my side. Obviously, just it's all go. So if you want it, then let's make it happen. I think trying to make it happen. For some reason, he didn't want it at first. And it's just obviously escalated from there. Obviously, you see in the interviews with Eddie saying he wants 50-50 fights if his fighters aren't prepared to take these fights, then he's got to let them go. So I heard he had his back against the wall. He either took the fight or they were going to release him. So let's be honest, he doesn't want the fight. He's already turned it down. So he's being forced into it, and yeah, just we're here now. I've got nothing much to say now because that all I wanted was the fight, and I've got it. So happy days.
You've been in 50-50 fights like this before, and you've been the away fighter. I don't know if you agree with me, but I think in my opinion, your best performance was when you was the away fight against Ted Cheeseman. Now you are the away fight again, going in his territory in Belfast. Does that say you at all? All those Irish fans, you know, they're probably going to boo you. I know you're going to have your fans, but they're going to probably be overshadowed by all those fans in Belfast.
I don't know, because I've sold some tickets to Belfast fans, so I've got supporters all over. So there's going to be plenty of noise there from myself as well. Yeah, being the away fighter doesn't faze me in the slightest. If anything, it brings out the best of me. I'm injury free now for the first time in 5 years, so you're going to see the best performance of me on December 2nd.
That's brilliant. And I think this is the part of boxing that I love as well, is when a foe becomes a friend and a sparring partner. I've seen that you've been sparring Josh Kelly as well. How did that come about?
Got sorted by a guy called Steve Green. I've been doing a little bit of work with. He works with Josh. And yeah, obviously went down there and spent the first half of the week down there, travelled on Sunday and just trained with them since Wednesday, and going back next week for one of my last bars. So it's, yeah, like you said, obviously when foes become friends, it's a business at the end of the day. We were never really foes, we never really hated each other. We were always about the amateurs. We built the fight correct and how it's meant to be, and sold a lot of tickets and sold out the utility arena almost. So yeah, it's good to get back in there and get some rounds in with him, because nobody's as sharp as Josh Kelly. So obviously doing well in these spars is just nothing but confidence going ahead of December 2nd.
Is the reason sparring Josh Kelly is his style was similar to Agyarko's, or is it mainly because of his size and height?
Now obviously we know Caoimhín's, he's got fast hands, fast reflexes. So does Josh Kelly. So to go there and get some, I'm from the northeast, so there's not really enough elite sparring up here. We've got to travel. We've just travelled to Gallagher's gym, Manchester, this morning. We're going to Sheffield on Wednesday. We have to travel up and down the country for top quality rounds. So yeah, obviously that got proposed that I could go there and give him some rounds. So I'm just bit his hand off and went down.
Brilliant. And I know you said he's got fast hands, but what other dangers does he bring? Because he's 13-0. What dangers does he bring? Why is he undefeated? Why is he till now been undefeated? Is it because he hasn't fought someone that at your level, or
he's not fought nobody on my level? That's one. But listen, who's the best kid that he's fought is Grant Dennis, and he's just got blown away by Dickinson, who's only 4-5-0 at the weekend. So I don't think he's been tested, in my opinion. But like I say, I'm not overlooking him. Obviously, I know that I've got a tough fight on my hands, but I'm fully prepared. And like I said, I'm injury free and I'm flying on all cylinders in the gym, and I just can't wait to get it going.
do you believe this is the right weight for him? Because he obviously went from middleweight to 154. Do you think he's a natural? I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but you know, those could be the excuses if he does loses. Do you believe that this is the natural weight for him? Is the right weight for him?
Yeah, I don't think he's a big one. I wouldn't say he's obviously a big 154, but size doesn't matter. But yeah, I wouldn't. If he's obviously gone down to 154 for whatever reason, then he must feel comfortable at doing it.
What the fans would like to know as well, Troy, I know as a fighter you can't look past your opponent, but hypothetically speaking, you beat Agyarko, your team comes to you and say, Troy, what do you want? What would you like next? Is your sight still to regain the British and maybe get the Commonwealth as well, or are you past that now and looking at bigger things?
No, I wouldn't say I'm past it. Obviously, I would have loved to win that outright. Obviously, I had one defence of it. In my opinion, I do think I'm past British level, but obviously until I prove that, obviously I went into the fight against Josh and I got beat. A few little things that happened outside of camp. Obviously, I don't really need to go into, but that was nowhere near the shadow of myself, and everybody knows that. Obviously, the way I turned up, obviously, it's just I don't fight the way I did. So, yeah, there's a lot more to come from me. But whatever gets offered to me on the table, if it makes sense, then I'll go that route. So, beat Agyarko December 2nd, take his title off him, and then maybe push down the WBA route. See what happens.
A fight that I would love to see you in. I don't know if you will be open to it. Maybe I'm just trying to make maybe a clip for the future as well. Sam Gilleys, great performance against Louis Green, captured the Commonwealth title. He came on Sky Sports literally a few days ago and said, I have to unfortunately wait for Samuel Antwi and Jack McGann to fight for the British. So if anyone, in the meantime, while we wait, wants to challenge me for this Commonwealth, I'm open. Obviously, hypothetically, again, you get past Agyarko. Would you be open for that Commonwealth boxer?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. It got mentioned to us before the Sam Gilleys fight, and again, I think he pulled out for whatever reason, whether he wasn't ready or what. Like, we've been offered all these big names. It's easy to come on the camera and say that they'll fight, but when it gets offered to them, none of them fight. I think there's only myself that I've never backed down in a challenge. So it's a shame that other fighters aren't like me. But yeah, if he wants to get it on, and when I get past Agyarko, then we can get it on.
Brilliant. Who just because you're in the division, I like your opinion on it. Obviously, we got Sam Gilleys Commonwealth, and then we got Samuel Antwi and Jack McGann, and then the winner of that is gonna fight for both belts. Who comes on top out of Samuel Antwi and Jack McGann, in your opinion?
Do you know, I've not ever seen Jack McGann fight. I know he bounces between boxing and MMA. Looks like he's carries a bit of power, but going off his record, I've never seen him fight. So,
Yeah.
Sure, this obviously Antwi, he looks like he can punch. He's not the biggest puncher on his record, but anything can happen in them 10-ounce gloves. You've seen what happened to Cartwright, and he's elusive. So, it'll be an interesting fight. Obviously, they're in my division, so I'll be keeping an eye on it.
Brilliant. The other day, we saw that Crawford got stripped off his IBF title at 147. there's indications that he might just relinquish all the belts and come to 154. How exciting is that for you to see someone like a pound for pound great come into your division like that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Crawford's probably the pound for pound best fighter on the planet at the minute. So, yeah, and I think he gives anybody at 154 on the world stage big problems.
Brilliant. One final question I'd like to ask, and I've asked you this before. I think I'm a little bit impatient because I think I can't wait for you to go up there as well. When do you think we can see yourself at 160? Because I think you be an absolute force up there.
In the new year, definitely in the new year, whether it be next or whether it be the one more, obviously get rid of Agyarko, go and take Sam Gilleys' belt, maybe move up after that.
Do you struggle with the 154 weight, or is it just because you're just a natural 160? It will be easier for you.
What was that? Sorry, mate.
Has it come to the point that you sometimes struggle with the weight at 154, or is it just because you're a natural 160 and it will just be so much easier for you?
No, I'm a professional. Obviously, I do it correct. I do it for like 9-10 weeks to make 154. It's not easy. Nothing's easy. If it was easy, I'd be in the wrong division. So it is hard to do it, but obviously it takes time to do it. So yeah, I think if my last fight was 160, I felt super strong. So yeah, who knows? Get this fight out of the way, and then I'll make a decision going into 2024.
Well, I hope that happens. Like I said, I believe at 160 you'll be a wrecking force up there, and there's some big fights at 154. Don't get me wrong, but at 160 there's some monsters up there that I would love to see you in. The likes of Hamza Shiraz, the likes of Denzel Bentley, and even the fighters are in the top 5 in the world as well. So I look forward to that.
Thank you very much.
So, Troy, you fight Caoimhín Agyarko, Belfast, 2nd of December, live on DAZN. What's going to happen?
Trojan win, no doubt about it.
And the Commonwealth?
Pardon?
And then road to the Commonwealth?
If Sam Gilleys wants it, yeah, I'll go and take that off him.
Brilliant. Troy, it's always a pleasure to catch up with you and interview you. I wish you the best of luck on the 2nd of December, and I hope we can catch up afterwards. Good luck.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.